So good is not defined by God if you're an atheist.
Yeah.
If you're an atheist, good is defined by your culture or by the power elite or by yourself or by majority opinion.
It could be just defined as good. It's just good just exists, whether God or not.
How can good just exist?
Good could possibly, because I don't know if there's a God or not. But I mean, if there is such a thing as a God that is out of time, like that is eternal, why can't other concepts like good just be out of time and eternal, just a thing that exists like God?
Okay. Sir, good is an intangible value. You cannot see good.
Can't see God either.
Exactly. You cannot measure good, right?
You can't measure God. It could exist eternally, just like it could just be God. It could just be God. It could not be just God. It could just be the existence of good and evil that just exists in the world. But given a tri-omni God who's all-powerful and all-caring, why evil and suffering exists doesn't make sense to me. As he says,
in order to understand goodness, there has to be a mind. This tree has no understanding of good. This cement has no understanding of good. See, good can't just exist. Because goodness requires definition, and it's an intangible value that you can't measure. You can't grab goodness, which means you got to have a mind involved in defining what is good.
If we're going by that definition, then what is defining God?
If God exists, God doesn't depend on anybody. If goodness as an intangible value exists, it depends on a mind to define it.
God could also be an intangible.
Obviously, that's right.
It's like coming from a different viewpoint outside of trying to see where, the reasoning for things. You could say that it could be what we define as God, societally, could just be the existence of just that good. Just goodness could be the same thing.
You're not listening, sir.
You're giving goodness a different definition.
No, sir, you're not listening to me, and I don't appreciate it. I told you flat out, and I think you're smart enough to get this point. Goodness demands some mind to define it. The tree, the cement, has no ability to understand goodness. You've got to have a mind. Do you see that, or do you disagree with me?
I think we're coming to different definitions of good, because then...
But sir, I got a real problem with your thinking, all right? I don't think you're being honest with yourself.